which is going to be changing. So we've gone off and we've come back with the table structures that reside in there. But what we've now got a new system, so there's been a change to the system. So what I'm going to do is I'll go off and discover that system. So this is going to go and read the metadata from that source system. In this case it's a food sales data warehouse built on SQL Server. It's just going through interrogating the metadata there. Explain that diagram. I'll skip a few of those steps to try and speed things along, so we've lost a bit of time. So what we've actually ended up with here is the new structure. So within the product, I can actually generate some documentation to compare two models. So this is a sort of process that could be run as a batch overnight process, when we know that the source system is changing, to go and find the gaps between the old model and the new one, so we know what we need to change in our data warehouse. So to discover those tables that are changing, or new tables that have appeared or have disappeared. So what I'm comparing here is our current version with the new version that's coming. And so this is going to, in this case, just simply generate a Word document for me of the discrepancies between those two models.
So this is the case where someone has moved from one version of a software product to another version of that software product?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm with you.
Let's try this to make it fit.
Yeah.
That upper left arrow.
There it is.
Okay. So what we had is a single document illustrating the change that have occurred between those two systems. So in this case, we've actually had some entity where an entire table has been removed. So the customer table no longer exists in that source system. So that will trigger us to go and identify where that customer table is. We've also removed the table called product and replaced it with one called products. So these are simple examples just so we can go through how we use this. And also within some tables, such as the header, we've added a table called cancel date, and we've removed from the supplier table an attribute called homepage. So now at least now we've got somewhere to start with, what's going to break on our data warehouse build process overnight and so on. So we can now move into our actual development product into Red, and we can start working through these changes. So what I've done here is I've actually created a couple of connections to an old and a new system in here. But so what I'm going to do is just change. I've changed them all at once, but it's not working. So I just need to change these source systems. So change it from the current system to the new one, and so on. I just have to change these individually. My keyboard decided to stop working. So I'll just change a couple.